13% of respondents in a PPP poll thought that President Obama was the Antichrist. Another 13% were just not sure. So you have nearly 25% of the country assuming that either the president is the Antichrist or could be the Antichrist. Only 73% of people were able to say outright that they did not think Obama was the Antichrist. Now, one has to wonder if, as President Obama's term continues on, and he doesn't do the things that the Antichrist would supposedly do, if they will then come to the conclusion that he's not the Antichrist. Because we all know the Antichrist waits until the last year of his second term to do the really Antichristian things that he has up his sleeve. 37% of Americans thought that global warming was a hoax. 12% were not sure. 51% agreed with the overwhelming majority view of the scientific establishment and thought that it was not. Now, this is not going to be a surprise to you, but I will tell you anyways. 58% of Republicans agreed that global warming was a hoax.
Surprise, surprise.
And 77% of Democrats disagreed. 20% of Republicans believed Obama's the Antichrist, heralding the end times, and only 6% of Democrats did. So, also, 28% of people believed in a sinister global New World Order conspiracy aimed at ruling the whole world through authoritarian government. Another 25% were not sure. So that is over 50% of the country who is available in the pool of potential Alex Jones viewers. And this, you know, nothing brings into relief how problematic that is. Because while these morons think that there is a sinister cabal of people who want to rule the world in such a way that they'll be able to dictate whether or not you have big gulp sodas or get to carry your guns around, they are so caught up in this sort of fantastical notion that the idea of the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, or the idea of WTO regulations, or this agreement being engineered with the EU, they don't pay any attention to that, because that would involve actual thought and realization that no, there's no grand cabal that is trying to dictate whether or not you all wear plaid on Tuesdays. What it is corporations that are trying to put their profits above the ability of sovereign nations and basically of just people to decide how they want to structure their society in a way that benefits them as people, as opposed to these corporations and their profits. That's why I have said many times in the past that if Alex Jones didn't exist, the CIA or Novartis or some other corporation would invent him just to keep those people busy instead of looking into what's real.